Hey, how's it going, everyone? Been a while since I've done a coffee break. Been busy all summer, so I kind of got away from doing them because I had enough other stuff to do, and I'm busy on the weekends and that. Well, we just finished up Labor Day and last weekend. And I think it's time to get back to doing some coffee breaks and letting you know what's going on, what good they do, with YouTube the way it is towards me. I don't make a dime on any of my videos because of their infinite wisdom of treating more serious offenses, let's see, lenient, probably because it's the type of content they like. But that's beside the point. I haven't been doing much as far as in the garage. I've been working on a claw machine. Determined that the board set in it, it's an old board set. It's an Action Claw. Action Claw? I don't even there's not even a name on it right at the moment, so it's sitting right behind you. I can't even remember what the hell it was. It's been a while since I've been messing with it. But I had a new board set for it that came with it, but the claw and the board set do not play well together. We'll just say that the old board set is digital, or no, the old board set is analog. It has relays and everything on it, and the new board set that came with this claw machine is digital. It has actual transistors that fire and to move the claw around, where the old board set's relays. So you can't wire those two together. You cannot use the digital board set with an analog claw. It just will not wire and work right. I had the wiring schematics for both boards, so I could run down. I could put wires where they belong, where the digital would tell you that the green wire goes to the up-down motion. Well, you could hook everything up, and you still couldn't get anything to move. But if you run, my power supply only goes to, I think, 15 volts on my workstation, and if you run it on I think those are 24 or 48 volt, the coils and motors. So I could run the 15 volts to it and make them move. So I knew everything was working on the claw. It's just that the two of them will not play nice together. So it's either I buy a claw mechanism, the carriage, for that digital, or I just skip everything and buy a whole new kit and put a whole new kit in it. Which the whole new kit for that is, I think, the best I have found, because that's a 28 centimeter, or no, 53 centimeter. It's about 28 inches, 24 inches. Best price I found was right around $400 for the complete kit. You get everything, except the cabinet, and I have the cabinet. I've been looking for other claw machines that are similar that I could gut and build, take the two and build one. But I see claw machines have gone up substantially since I started messing with arcades. This one I think I bought for like $50 at auction. Now at auction they're going for $300, $400, $500. Marketplace they're $1,200, but there's still a few of them out there that are like $50, but they are totally boned out and they're not worth even messing with. I just posted the video on that Kodak Image Magic sticker print machine. It works. I took the two of them. I had to build one good computer for it because it runs on a Windows 95 based computer and an actual printer inside. The printer, somebody was asking me if I was able to find ink and paper for it. Yes, that particular printer is still being used in the medical field. So there's really not a whole big of a problem finding the print paper and everything for it. And it's not too pricey. You know, it's not bad at all to buy it. It's like $40 or $45 for 200 sheets, which is good for a sticker. And but what I have to do basically with that now is I got to get it all cleaned up. And from looking at pictures of it, now nobody else has it, but it's a kiosk, and there's supposed to be a curtain that goes around it so it cuts the back light out of it and it doesn't wash out. I have stickers here that I printed out. I showed you in the video, and they're, excuse me a minute, and you know, I'm in there, but I'm washed out. I'm right above that little globe. That's because of the fluorescent lighting behind the machine. Now, I guess if you had a really nice dark corner to put it in, it would probably be fine. But I would rather put a black curtain around it so I can put it anywhere I want, and I don't have to worry about the backlight, and the images will come out, you know, a lot better for it. So that is basically cleaning it up and building a curtain for it, and that's no big deal. It's just a matter of going and getting the square tubing and the material for it. Today I was just kind of messing around, putting game systems together for the outdoor market. I sold four game systems over the weekend. Sold a Wii system, Nintendo 64, Sega Genesis, and what was the other? Oh, original Nintendo and NES. So I got four other ones out, dug out, cleaned up, bunch of parts, fixed everything, and now I have those four back to go back down. I don't know how much more, you know, they're going to sell. We have this weekend, which is a good weekend. It's an AA weekend, which they have the big AA meeting down in the forest on this weekend. So there's a lot of people moving around. But after this weekend, it starts really slowing down there, where there's fewer and fewer people coming up, because it's, you know, kids are in school. It's hard to go camping when you have to be back bright and early Monday for the kids to go to school. That's the fire alarm going off. There's something going on around here somewhere. Who knows what. We might have some storms this afternoon, but that's this afternoon. So the kids go back to school. Most of the people, all their vacations all used up, because they did that for 4th of July and those weekends when it was nice. I know a lot of people have had really hot summers, but here it's been kind of below average. We're in the upper 80s for 3 days, and that's the hottest it's been all summer here. It has not been hot at all up here in the northeast. Like I said, about 25 miles south of Erie. It gets hot, a little warmer up in Erie, and it gets a little warmer down south. We're kind of in this little bit of a bowl here, and I always joke around saying that we're on a glacier, an old glacier here. But you know, it hasn't been a hot summer at all here. In fact, it's been pretty comfortable. 60s at night and upper 70s to around 80 during the day all summer. Let's see, over at the store. I've been doing quite a bit of maintenance on the machines over at the store. Oh, to get back to the claw machine, I really want to get the claw machine going, so I have two of them. The claw machine over at the arcade is averaging, you know, like $50, $60, $70 a week. And basically that's only been like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday during the day. Everybody goes home Sunday afternoon and evening. And nobody's really up and around until Friday evening. So, you know, it for 50, 60 bucks for about 3 days worth of playtime is, you know, not bad. At least I don't think so. And all the other machines are being played, so that's why I said I have quite a bit of maintenance on them. You know, most of it's just coin mechs and, you know, switches coming out of adjustment, and blown fuses. Nothing really exciting. Let's see, the exciting, the only thing that happened, let's see, was Star Trek. My driver board took a dump in it, so I pulled it and fixed it, and then it acted up again, and I had a wire that broke off of my regulator board, my transformer and bridge rectifier board. So I got that repaired, and Star Trek's still back up and running. People are loving it. Gorgar is a big hit. Pool Shark is a big hit. Sharky Shootout I thought would be a big hit, and it hasn't been. I think because it's a 50-cent game and the rest of my games are quarter games. They'll play a quarter game before they'll play a 50-cent game, and I'll still make more money on a quarter game than I will the 50-cent game. You know, somebody plays 2 games, you make $1. You know, the machine pulls in $1. The other machine, like Gorgar, is just sitting there constantly when I'm open being played. You know, so there's, you know, 10, 15 bucks worth in it. And you go down to Sharky Shootout, and there's $1 in it. So I may have to just kind of just go ahead and make it a quarter so it gets played more. The more that machine gets played, the better that board set is working. I don't know what it was, but I fought with that board set for the longest time until she finally decided it booted and was going to work. And it doesn't work perfect, but it works well enough to play it, and nobody knows any different. Once in a while, it'll sit out there, it'll kick out a ball, and you have to go out and shoot the ball, you know, and let it drain. But you have to go out and check on it now and then. But if you play it once, it won't do it again. But if you leave it sit all day and you go out there, there'll be 4 balls sitting in the trough to be shot. And everybody knows you pull the plunger back, it's not going to go. You have to really thumb it a couple of times to get them all up top and back down in. But like I said, if you play it once, it won't do it again. And now I'm kind of having some problems with the DMD. It's kind of going out and comes back on. I'm not sure if that's the ribbon cable or if it's the DMD. I have another DMD I can put in it, and that may be what I do, is just swap out the DMD and see if that kind of cures our problem and fixes it, which it might and it might not. The lighthouses are still a big hit. The redemption machines, that stupid entertainer gumball machine, that's all you hear is that thing going over there. Everybody, the kids just absolutely love it. You know, you'd think, you'd think that they're playing a game when they see that. They'll put $1 in it and get 4 pieces of gum just to sit there and watch the stupid thing go through its motion and talk to you, and then you hit the button and it takes off, and I don't know, they just love it. It just fascinates them. Like I said, it's like a redemption machine. You put a quarter in, you play it, and you get a piece of gum. And the only playtime is you push the button for it to shoot the gumball through the loop-de-loops and then up the elevator and down the corkscrew. So, I don't know. Interesting though, it is. The Kodak machine, the sticker machine is going to go in there somewhere. We're very seriously thinking about taking my jukebox over. Too quiet over there with just the machines running. I like to hear people playing the jukebox. And I put up 2 tables over there with 2 chairs at one table, 4 chairs at the other table. My idea was for the kids to sit and drink pop, eat potato chips, the candy, whatever, play pinball and that. But I set a deck of cards out there, and a guy come in with his 2 daughters, teenage daughters. He played pinball, and the girls sat down and played cards. So, that's interesting. So this past weekend, I put out Yahtzee, 2 sets of dice, and 2 decks of cards. Parents come in, had 2 sets of parents come in. They were all 4 of them were friends, and they brought in like their 7, 8 kids, all from 7 to 11. And they sat there and had a ball playing Yahtzee while the kids played the machines. So that works out. If you can entertain everybody, then they'll stay there longer and spend money. Because they ended up playing the skills machines and and the coin pusher. It's pretty cool. Had a call in for my one skills machine. The touchscreen went bad on it. Half of it worked and the other half didn't. And I waited, I don't know, 2-3 weeks, and nobody came to fix it, so I said to hell with it, and I ordered a screen and put a new screen in it, and it's back up and running. And as soon as I put the new screen in it, the same day I had people playing it, and it was, and I made my money back already on it, on the screen. And I'll charge the guy that owns the machines, piss on that. I told him I'd maintain them, but I want paid back. Granted, it was a used touchscreen. It was $130 for the touchscreen for it, for a 22-inch touchscreen, but $130 is $130. If I took that $130 and put it elsewhere, I could probably start putting it towards my claw machine or something like that that would make more money. But that's beside the point. $50 off NFL Sunday Ticket for YouTube. But over at the arcade, yeah, it's good now, but I know after this past weekend, it's going to really start slowing down over there. So there's some other things that I'm looking into selling, putting back in and selling. Some other stuff that YouTube doesn't like. And I had my glass pipes, my Delta my CBD. When I had the store in town, and it was more like a head shop slash ends store. If you don't know what ends means, it's electronic nicotine delivery system. That's the proper term for it. And I always did well with that. I do real well with the stuff down at the outdoor market too. I've never stopped selling the stuff. I just stopped telling everybody that I did still sell it. So I think I'm going to put that in the store, let all my old customers know that I'm back into it and up here at the lake, and I'll start getting those customers, my regular customers back that I had in town. They were really disappointed that I had stopped in town, but it was a matter of numbers is why I stopped in town. The numbers just weren't there to stay open. But if I have a bigger building here, I can do some other, do the other things and have, four different areas that make money and bring in money, and maybe I can stay open this time. We were in town for like about 7-8 years, and it was really good until COVID. Ruined a lot of things, I'll tell you. It did. Ruined my taste, that's for sure. Half the stuff I eat now I can't taste. Still, and that's been over a year. Oh well. No sense crying over spilt milk. Is what it is. Wasn't that bad anyway. What else is going on? What else is going on? What else is going on? Sunny outside. Coffee's good. Picking potatoes. Getting all potatoes picked around here. Let's see, so I touched on working on game systems for the outdoor market, my crane, my sticker machine, a lot of stuff that's going on over at the store. I'm going to take a quick break and see if I can't think of see what else I can come up with. I know there's more I want to tell you, it's kind of... Okay, alright, I'm back. Did you miss me? I missed you. Yesterday, I started a new series on Rockola 460. I'm not finished with it. I still have to rebuild the amp in it, but I'm going to get it started because actually that's all I have in the can to work with is that. I have some failures, but nothing real interesting. Another potato truck loaded. So I'm gonna start it, and hopefully I can get it finished before I get to the end. I don't have too many. I kind of condensed a lot of it and made some the longer format videos like I normally do, and I did more in the video instead of kind of dragging stuff out a little too much. So I think I may only have like two or three parts to it right now, and then a fourth part will be finishing it up. That's for a customer. The 460, I took that in to fix it, and I got the two AMIs jukeboxes. One can be fixed, the other one missing some parts, but it'll be good to set off to the side and use because it's still got the mech in it. I'll be starting upstairs over at the arcade here shortly once I'm done down below. Haven't decided what all I am going to do upstairs The only thing I do know is it's going to be more arcade machines. I don't know if I'm going to turn that into a kids area and have all my redemption up there, or I'm just going to kind of mix stuff up like I have been down below, where I have redemption, some video games, and pinball machines. Pinball machines are played more than the video games. The one that does get the most play in the video is Cruis'n USA. I'd love to get one of my other driving machines going, but right now that's just financially, it's not in the cards, so they're gonna sit along with my Zombie Revenge. That one would be a really nice machine over there, but just not in the cards right now for in finances. I have to pay Bill. Bill is always standing there with his hand out every time we get money, so. And it's not cheap to keep that store open. You know, especially with all the renovations we did on it. It just chewed up every stinking bit of money we had. Not complaining, because this was my goal when I started messing with arcade machines, is to eventually have a retro arcade out here at the lake, to start bringing more kids to the lake. And I don't know, you know, and I have found that the older people, retired people, love coming in and playing the pinball machines. And, oh, I remember that when I was a kid. God, that machine, yeah, I played that when I was a kid. I love that machine. And they'll sit there and play it for hours. And the whole idea about bringing the skills games back in was, you know, money. If you don't have money, you don't do squat. So the upstairs, I'm gonna get it all cleaned up. Right now it's full of tools and wood and stuff like that. I have a big closet upstairs that I'm gonna turn into a storage room. It'll be stocked for the kitchenwares, and I can get all that put in there. And then I have the whole upstairs to do what I want. I have 2 dart machines in storage to bring out and get them going. I know one for sure we can get going. The other one I think might just be a parts unit. I haven't looked at them for over a year, so I don't remember. Half the time I can't even remember what the hell I ate yesterday, and I'm lucky if I remember to put underwear on in the morning. Clean ones, of course. Clean ones, of course. So I know we can get one of them going, and I love playing darts. And I've had people, I have darts for sale, soft tips, downstairs, and everybody's like, boy, I wish there was a place where we could play darts. Oh, shoot. Okay. So that's that's just another hint that I need to get one of them going and get the upstairs done, and make it turn it into more arcade. Problem is getting the stuff up them steps. I have a hell of a time moving this stuff around anymore. 59 years old, and too much manual labor when I was younger. His body's whooped. That's why it's nice to sit here and work on stuff, and park my butt on my stool and work on arcade machines. I can stand and work on the pinball machines, but when it comes to moving stuff around, I have some problems. But enough whining. But I have the sliding glass doors upstairs, and I might have access to a fork truck. So that wouldn't be bad. We could just hoist them up and shove them through the sliding glass doors upstairs and put them in that way. Once they're on the ground, I can move them around. So that, that's an option. Or I really don't, well, I'd love to have a fork truck, but not right now. But I think I have access. I think I can borrow one and use it when I need to. It's just it's quite a ways off. I can drive it up to the store. We'll see. See how that goes. Let's get it cleaned up upstairs and start mapping out what we want to do up there before you get too excited. When we bought the building, there was I think it's a 25-inch CRT TV that was left sitting downstairs, and the stupid thing works. So I've got some ideas maybe about using it for a retro game system. Put it in a cabinet. You can get a Pandora, but I kind of like to see if I could do an 8-bit or 16-bit, or combine the 18 and 16-bit, or maybe even just have some retro game systems there that you have to pay, $1 or $2, whatever, to play it for half an hour or so, whatever. I don't know. Like I said, that's just some crap that's been going through my head. I don't want to tilt my head too far, or I'll drain out and then I won't know nothing anymore. But yeah, it's interesting what we can do upstairs. I still have that popcorn machine. Got, I don't know, 2 or 3 jukeboxes in storage. But that gives me, I don't know, like 6 jukeboxes. I could put, like the 45 jukebox downstairs and put a CD jukebox upstairs. Or vice versa. Something like that. Then you crank them both up and then they both get played and you can't hear nothing anyway. And the neighbors across the street with the ice cream stand would just totally, thoroughly enjoy it. I'd like to, at some point, pick up a puck bowler. I kind of like them. I thought that would be kind of neat. You could have some tournaments. Same with the dart. You can have dart tournaments, tournaments. But I'm not sure about a foosball table. I would pick up an air hockey table if I could, if it was decently priced. But I'm not totally sold on air hockey. Pool table, I'll never have a pool table. That's just not my thing. Too many fights and too much goes around the pool table. So no pool table. Foosball table, they were really popular when I was a kid. Foosball, we played the hell out of foosball. But now, I've asked other people, have you seen foosball tables in the arcades? No, you only see them in executives and offices and lounges and stuff like that. Those hoity-toities that run companies and have companies. I don't know. I love playing foosball. Played a lot of foosball when I belonged to the boys club. think it's time for another break. Alright. The other channel, Bald Guy Garage, I haven't been posting on it much at all here lately. You know, there's no real incentive to posting on either of my channels. I have 3 channels. The other channel is a review channel for ENS units, and that when things were going really good for it. But that one, you know, they wouldn't monetize it either because they don't. YouTube doesn't like ENS units and what goes along with it, because you're promoting it to teens, to kids. Bald Guy Garage is just kind of was something I kind of started and had some fun with. I knew it wouldn't go anywhere either, because even if I did get 1,000 subscribers, they wouldn't monetize it either. Because I guess once you get thrown out of the YouTube, you know, YPP, I guess there's no chance of ever rejoining it. So there's no real incentive for me to. I kind of, the incentive is I like doing it, so I'll continue doing it. But there's never going to be any financial gain with any of my channels because of it. So if I'm not posting as often as I should be, it's because I get a little discouraged, and then I don't post, and I don't make videos. I just come out, do my work, and do what needs to be done to make money. And this does not make money, so I don't need to do it. Now, if it was making money, yes, I would be all over it, posting all kind of stuff for everybody. There'd be a ton of content. I would probably be posting every other day, and making enough videos to do a special 2-week straight video every day. But there's just absolutely no incentive. You know, you don't get contacted by anyone, because I think you're blackballed or blacklisted or whatever. You know, no companies, nobody wants any, contact me, do any reviews or anything like that. Hell, I don't know, it's either I'm blackballed, or maybe I'm just not the right type of person that companies want to associate with. You know, old, fat, ugly, bald guy. You know, who the hell wants that for their product? But, so I don't post, and I don't make videos as much as I used to. It's just not worth it. And you can tell I'm kind of jumping around. It was just one of those spur of a moment things. I had a bunch of time sitting out and I wasn't doing anything, so I thought, I might as well start coffee break back again. So what you might be seeing in the future with me is a long format video on Saturday, and then a coffee break on Sunday. I'll let you know at least I'll let you know what I'm doing. May not be videos of what I'm doing, but at least I'll let you know what I'm doing. And because my whole goal was that if things worked out, I was going to start just doing a live Sunday coffee break and letting you know what's going on, and then talking with the community and having some fun with everyone. But absolutely no fun in it at all now. But that's their dictatorship, infinite wisdom. And if they don't like you, you're done. Stick a fork in it. Oh, sounds like a school bus now. kids are getting out of school. You know, that's the thing. We never went back to school. Nope. Take the crap. That's the thing. We never went back to school until after Labor Day. So, you know, it made the summer longer and the Labor Day weekend that much better because kids didn't have to go back to school until like Tuesday or Wednesday. But now there was schools around here that were going back a week before Labor Day, week and a half before Labor Day. You know, when I was going, it was, you know, you were done before Memorial Day and you didn't go back until after Labor Day. So you had your whole winter or your whole summer. Yeah, you went to school your whole winter. So now it kind of really takes a big fat dump on the summer because, you know, there's a lot of us that depend on the holidays for a lot of income to get through the winter. And once the kids go back to school, the people don't come up because kids have school. It's over. They'll come up for a little while. They'll come up Saturday and go home Sunday. And then they'll have their picnic at home on Monday because kids have to go back to school on Tuesday. And if the kids are already in school, I mean, you're waiting around Friday because the kids are in school till after the kids get home, and then you get everything ready, and next thing you know, it's kind of too late to drive 2 hours to camp. I mean, a lot of people do, but it just makes things hard. And there's a lot of people that this past weekend, you know, they come up for Labor Day weekend and they close up their cabins. You know, blow out the lines, drain the water, blow out the lines, pull their boat out, lock up the cabin and leave until Memorial Day. You know, and there's just so many good weekends left. But the kids are in school and everybody has to work because they used up all their vacation days already. You know, but that's what I choose, is to work in a resort area where you're relying on campers and tourists. So you have to make your money during the summer to carry you through the winter. This year, I don't think we did. So hell, I may have to go work at McDonald's if they'll have me, or may have to go work at Dollar Store. Shit, I can't even get tires for my van so I can get it inspected. So we have one car. We use my mom's little car, and it went into the shop yesterday. Brand new car, 2022. Rear tire went bad on it, and of course, you know, it's our fault. You know, we've been hitting curbs with it. Shit, I've never hit a curb with that. I'm the one that drives it all the time. So, needless to say, another $440 for 2 tires, because on an all-wheel drive, you can't just change 1 tire. You have to change 2 at a time. Good deal. So if it's not one thing, it's another. Boy, I'm just a big bummer this afternoon. So needless to say, as I was saying, I just kind of decided that I think I'll start Coffee Break back up, because that way I don't have to, I can tell you what's going on instead of showing you. I think I've rambled on and pissed and moaned and ranted and had a good old time enough. So I think I'm gonna call it here. So I hope you enjoyed the coffee break, and there will be more of them to come from now on. And I really hope to see you on the next one, when you can listen to me piss and moan about something else new. Or maybe even same old, you know what. So until then, see ya.